Good morning students, welcome to our online video class of chemistry. In this video, we will discuss about pH of salt, common salt and chemicals from common salt. pH of salt solution. A salt is formed by the reaction between an acid and a base. So we should expect that solution of salt in water will be neutral. But in some cases, it is not neutral. The aqueous solution of many salt are neutral, but some salt produce acidic or basic solution when dissolved in water. Sodium chloride solution, it is neutral, pH 7. And ammonium chloride solution, its pH is 6, it is acidic. And sodium carbonate solution, its pH is 9 and it is basic. The acidic nature and basic nature of some salt solution can be explained on the basis of hydrolysis. The salt of strong acid and strong bases give neutral solution and its pH is 7. Example is reaction between HCl and NaOH. And the salt of strong acid and weak base give acidic solution having pH less than 7. For example, when ammonium chloride is dissolved in water, it gets hydrolyzed to some extent to form ammonium hydroxide and HCl. HCl is a strong acid which completely ionizes to form H plus ion, and ammonium hydroxide is weak base. It ionizes to give small amount of hydroxide ion. As the H plus ion concentration increases, that means it is acidic. And the salts of weak acid and strong bases gives basic solution or alkaline solution having pH greater than 7. For an example, sodium carbonate is the salt of weak acid, that is carbonic acid, H2CO3. And a strong base, that is sodium hydroxide. So an aqueous solution of sodium carbonate will be basic in nature. When sodium carbonate is dissolved in water, it gets hydrolyzed to some extent and forms sodium hydroxide and carbonic acid. It is Na2CO3. When dissolved in water on hydrolysis, sodium hydroxide and carbonic acid, that is H2CO3. Chemicals from common salt. We had discussed about what is called salt. I hope all of you have understood what is called salt. What is a salt? Salt is a compound which is formed by the replacement of hydrogen of an acid by a metal, or it is the combination of negative charge of an acid with the positive charge of a base. Then what is called common salt? The chemical name of common salt is sodium chloride. It is also called table salt. And common salt is a white powder which is used in preparing food. And it is neutral salt. Sodium chloride can be prepared in laboratory by sodium hydroxide with hydrochloric acid, which forms sodium chloride and water. And do you know how common salt is obtained? Common salt occurs naturally in seawater and has rock salt. Common salt which occur in seawater has dissolved form. On other hand, common salt occur in solid form as, and seawater contains many dissolved salt in it. The major salt present in seawater is common salt or sodium chloride. And do you know how common salt is obtained from seawater? It is through the process of evaporation. The sun's heat evaporates the water slowly and common salt is left behind. This common salt is impure form. It has some other salts mixed in it. So we have to purify it. The common salt which we used is purified form of sodium chloride. And underground deposits of common salt are found in many parts of the world. Large crystals of common salt found in underground deposits are called rock salt. And rock salt is usually brown in color due to the presence of impurities in it. Rock salt is mined from the underground deposits just like coal. What are the uses of common salt? First use, we all know that common salt is used in cooking food. It improves the flavor of food. And it is essential for our body. Sodium chloride is required by our body for the working of nervous system and the movement of muscles and the production of hydrochloric acid in the stomach for digestion of food. And common salt is used as raw material for making large number of useful chemicals such as sodium hydroxide, caustic soda, sodium carbonate, washing soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda, and hydrochloric acid, etc. And common salt is used in manufacture of soap. It is used as preservative. Common salt is used as raw material for making many chemicals. Now we are going to describe the preparation, properties and use of some important chemicals which are obtained from common salt, such as caustic soda, sodium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, washing soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda. Let's start with the preparation of sodium hydroxide. What is the chemical formula of sodium hydroxide? It is NaOH. Sodium hydroxide is commonly known as caustic soda. And sodium hydroxide is used as starting material for preparing large number of other chemicals. Let us study now about the production of sodium hydroxide. The raw material for preparing sodium hydroxide is sodium chloride, common salt. Sodium hydroxide is produced by electrolysis of a concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride. The concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride is called brine solution. Then when electricity is passed through concentrated solution of sodium chloride, it decomposes to form sodium hydroxide, chlorine and hydrogen. The process of electrolysis of sodium chloride solution is called Chloroalkyly process. And the three products which obtained as a result of this reaction is very important one, because all these three products have large number of uses. And the uses of these products are sodium hydroxide is used for making soaps and detergents. It is used for making artificial textile fibers. such as rayon, and it is used in manufacture of paper. And the uses of chlorine is, it is used to sterilize drinking water supply and water in swimming pools. This is because chlorine, which kills germs like bacteria present in water and makes it safe. And it is used for the production of bleaching powder, production of hydrochloric acid, and it is used for making plastics such as polyvinyl chloride PVC and pesticides. And the uses of hydrogen is used in the hydrogenation of oil to obtain solid fats called vegetable ghee, and hydrogen is used in the production of hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen is used to make ammonia for fertilizers, and liquid hydrogen is used as fuel for rockets. Now we are going to discuss about bleaching powder, production of bleaching powder. Bleaching powder plays an important role in our day-to-day life. It is used for disinfecting drinking water supply. And do you know what is bleaching powder in chemically? Bleaching powder is calcium oxychloride, and its chemical formula is CaOCl2. Bleaching powder can be prepared by passing chlorine gas over dry slacked lime. What is the chemical formula of slacked lime? It is calcium hydroxide. When chlorine gas is passed over calcium hydroxide, we get calcium oxychloride and water as product. And the uses of bleaching powder are, bleaching powder is used for bleaching cotton and linen in textile industry. And it is used for bleaching wood pulp in paper industry. And it is used for manufacture of chloroform, CHCl3. It is used for making wool unshrinkable. And it is used for disinfecting drinking water supply. Next one is baking soda. Have you heard about baking soda? Baking soda is used for preparing cakes. Let us understand more about baking soda. The chemical name of baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Its chemical formula is NaHCO3. And sodium hydrogen carbonate is produced on large scale by reacting a cold and concentrated solution of sodium chloride with ammonia and carbon dioxide. That is NaCl, sodium chloride, react with ammonia NH3, water H2O and carbon dioxide CO2 gives NaHCO3, baking soda and ammonium chloride. On heating, it produces large amount of carbon dioxide. NaHCO3 decomposed to give sodium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide. And the uses of baking soda are for making baking powder. It is a mixture of baking soda and edible acid like tartaric acid. And cakes become soft and spongy because baking powder, when mixed with water or heated, the following reaction take place. That is, NaHCO3 plus H plus gives CO2 plus H2O plus sodium salt of acid. And baking soda is used as antacid. And it is used in fire extinguisher. And next one is washing soda. Washing soda is sodium carbonate containing 10 molecules of water of crystallization. That is, washing soda is sodium carbonate decahydrate. And the chemical formula of washing soda is Na2CO3 10H2O. and sodium carbonate, which does not contain any water of crystallization, is called anhydrous sodium carbonate. What is anhydrous sodium carbonate? It is Na2CO3, which does not contain water. And it is also known as soda ash. And washing soda is produced from sodium chloride through 3 steps. First step is a cold and concentrated solution of sodium chloride is reacted with the ammonia and carbon dioxide to obtain sodium hydrogen carbonate. And second step is sodium hydrogen carbonate is separated by filtration, dried and heated. On heating, sodium hydrogen carbonate decomposes to form sodium carbonate. And the third step is anhydrous sodium carbonate. Soda ash or sodium carbonate Na2CO3 is dissolved in water and recrystallized to get washing soda crystal containing 10 molecules of water of crystallization. That is Na2CO3 plus 10H2O gives Na2CO3 10H2O. And the uses of washing soda are: washing soda is a transparent crystalline solid. It is used in the manufacture of glass, cement, soap, borax, etc. And it is used as cleansing agent. And it is used for removing permanent hardness of water. Next topic is water of crystallization or hydrated salt. There are some salts which contain few water molecule as an essential part of their crystalline structure. The water molecules which form part of the structure of a crystal of a salt are called water of crystallization. Or simply we can say water of crystallization is fixed number of water molecule chemically attached to each formula unit of a salt. For example, copper sulfate crystal contain 5 molecules of water of crystallization in one formula unit. That is CuSO4 5H2O. And water of crystallization give crystals of the salt their shape and in some cases impart them color. For example, copper sulfate. For example, CuSO4 5H2O is blue in color. When water is removed, it turns white color, CuSO4. Next is plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris is very familiar to you, is it? Using plaster of Paris, we can make toys and decorative materials. And in hospitals for setting fracture bones in right position to ensure correct healing, we use plaster of Paris. And plaster of Paris is prepared from gypsum. And plaster of Paris is calcium sulfate hemihydrate or calcium sulfate half hydrate. The formula of plaster of Paris is calcium sulfate CaSO4 half H2O. And plaster of Paris is prepared from gypsum. Gypsum is calcium sulfate dihydrate CaSO4 to H2O. That is gypsum. And it is prepared by heating gypsum to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. When gypsum is heated to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, it loses 3/4 of its water of crystallization and form plaster of Paris. And the reaction is CaSO4 half H2O plus 3/2 H2O gives CaSO4 to H2O. I hope all of you have understood what we learned today. We learned today about chemicals from common salt, what is common salt, etc.